one and only Mr. Robin Allender! Hello, how are you doing? Are you good? Yes, good. It's very, very nice to be here. Lovely. So I've just moved back in with my mum. Does anyone else here live with my mum, or are we? Is that kind of? It's good. I like it. It's a few issues. A very small house, very small living room. Only room for one person to watch TV at a time. Mum's in the armchair here, and there's TV here, and I sit here. I can't really see the TV, so put a mirror up here. Which is a nightmare with subtitles. With subtitles, I have to have a little hand mirror here. It's very embarrassing at work. You know, you're talking about your favourite TV programmes. You know, I'm really into this programme, Sokran. I don't know if you know this film, TV show. Might be Narcos, actually. Might be Narcos. You know, but you're going into work saying, oh, I really like that character who's on the left-hand side of the screen. You're like, oh, no, he's on the right, you idiot. You know, saying if you saw Deck and Ant last night. And stuff like that. Do you guys like music? I hate music. Yeah, I've got smart TV as well. I was so drunk the other day, I asked my smart TV to play... Lovely. Just like a bit of music. Yeah. I asked my smart TV to play MasterChef, but I was so drunk it played MASH. Alexa, play MASH. Play MASH. Wrote that this morning, but fine. It's good, it's good. Do you guys ever check... Oh, beautiful, isn't it? Do you guys ever check Twitter on your phone and think you have a notification, but it's just that a single tear has fallen on the screen and kind of refracted the pixels? Do you ever get that? Beautiful, isn't it? Should we smoke a doobie? Be weird, wouldn't it? I'm having trouble sleeping at the moment, so I got myself one of those memory foam mattresses. You know, I just find myself lying awake thinking of all the terrible, shameful things I've done in the past. You know. It's actually remorse foam. Someone said if you want to sleep, have a green tea before bed. But I misheard them and thought they said cream tea. Lying awake on my remorse foam mattress, covered in clotted cream. What an image. Well, you know, this whole thing with cream teas, you know, the whole thing of the debate about, oh, do you have the jam and then the cream, or do you have the cream and then the jam? You know that whole debate? Do you know what the right answer to that is? It doesn't... Do you think cream? Yeah, I actually have cream, but the joke was... The joke was it doesn't matter, fucking grow up. Doesn't matter. Yeah. But one thing that does help me sleep is I like listen to podcasts. Does anyone here listen to the In Our Time podcast with Melvin Bragg? Yeah, a couple of sophisticated cheers over there. Very dense BBC podcast with Melvin Bragg. They take a sort of deep dive into a very esoteric subject every week. To be honest, I rarely understand a single word, but there are two things you need to know about In Our Time with Melvin Bragg. One is that Melvin Bragg always has a cough. And the other is that when a DJ drops an episode of In Our Time at a nightclub, the crowd goes absolutely wild. I've got a recording of it here. It's a crowd going wild.
Thank you for downloading this.
Can we crank it a little bit? You know,
for more details about In Our Time and for our terms of use, please go to bbc.co.uk/radio4. I hope you enjoy the programme.
It's time to get fucking mental.
In Our Time. In Our Time.
In Our
Hello, in antiquity, the Greek lyric poet Sappho was known as the 10th muse, or as Sappho the Wise.
Fucking mental.
Where Homer was the poet, Sappho was the poetess. She was as prolific as she was celebrated. Her work filled 9 papyrus
He's gonna cough in a minute.
the Alexandria Library. Today, it's thought less than 1% of Sappho's poetry remains. Even so, she's been a significant influence on literature since the What about the...
This is... we're still in the nightclub, by the way. I know it's a bit confusing, but we are still in the nightclub. This is my favourite episode of In Our Time. It's about Zen. And Melvin Bragg keeps trying to get his guests to be more specific, but they keep being more vague. It's very, very Zen.
Naming of Zen by the Beats, by Kerouac and Ginsberg, and by Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
Good question, Bragg.
Can you tell us about that?
What about it? You mean?
Yeah, I mean, do you think they've got it, well, they're using it for their own purposes, or?
Well, sure, but everyone uses everything for their own purposes, right?
Zen.
Everyone's on ecstasy now.
Next week we'll be talking about behavioural ecology. Thank you for listening.
There you go. And that's Melvin Bragg in that club.